is January, February, and then the last stage of it is October, November.
Okay,
so I'm not sure which one's first.
We've pretty much got a year. Alison has asked in the group, can you not just send a guest a payment link to pay by credit card from free to book to take the deposit? Yeah, that's what Evan's saying. That's the payment link.
Yeah, that's fine. That's when you go payment request, payment link, they have to put their own card details in and 3D Secure. So 3D Secure is the two-factor section.
Yeah. And this is where the problem I'm thinking for getting money comes in, as in that a guest calls up.
Yeah.
And they say, right, we want to make a booking. And you go, yep, Sam, that's great. So it's going to be a £60 deposit. Normally you get the card details and that's the guest, then they're in, they're psychologically, as in we're talking about the booking process, the guest is right. I've given in card details. We've now got our booking. If you then say, hang on a second, what I got to do is I got to send you a payment link. You got to click on that payment link to secure your stay. That's where there could be fallout, as in you may type in the email address wrong, or they might not get the email, or they might just forget to do the email and the payment. That's where I feel that there may be a little bit of lost booking potential there. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but you could do it over the phone. So you go,
yeah.
Like I'm sending it right now. Can you get it?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you could say, right, you buy your computer? Yep, I'm sending you a payment link. Please process it now. So Alison, hopefully that answers that question.
And Mark, that's way safer for the card holder as well. So the PCI security rules, it's quite restrictive. If you're writing down credit card numbers, they're very, you have to lock them up. You have to have access controls. Like technically, everyone who looks at card numbers, you're supposed to write it down. Who looked what when? That's crazy already. I know nobody's much is doing it.
Yeah.
Technically, anything you write down, like booking with credit card details, you have to lock them up. You can't just have a housekeeper walk past and see it, And then whoever looks at it, you're supposed to have a log file. Who looked, what time, what reason. So, not having these card details is kind of a good thing. You know?
So do you envision, and I can see this now, just talking about this in 5-10 years time, where we wouldn't have these payment machines in our properties? Would you envision it where it's all literally done via 3D Secure, text, email to phone, and then people check out via that instead of giving you a physical chip?
No, I think the physical thing is still going to be very popular. If you've got bar, restaurant, it's simple, right? It's just there. It's tap a card on.
Sorry, I don't meant for bar and restaurant. I meant for hotels and for, not guest houses, hotels.
The bigger ones still need it. If you stay an extra night or something, it's going to be a pain to tell them to look at their phone and pay through the phone. The smaller ones, no, you don't need it. And a lot of smaller ones don't already. They just do everything through Stripe.
Yeah. So if you're watching this on the live, or even if you're watching this back on the replay, a question that I've got then that will help me answer this question. That question is, do you still have a chip and pin device, credit card payment machine in your property? Guest houses, small hotels. Obviously rental properties, as in cottages and service apartments, I don't think I've met anybody who's ever got one of them. But more for the small guest houses that are watching, more for the small hotels, do you have a chip and pin device? I know a lot of people do, but it'll be interesting to see that with this news, if you are still going to use that device, because you pay a lot to have that device in your property with the subscription and whatnot, or are you going to just go more down the route of having Stripe or WorldPay and having it linked up to the booking factory free to book in your channel manager? Like Evan just said, the laws are going to start coming in January, February, up to October, November. So we're giving you a bit of notice now.